Some things in life are too good to be true, like the UFC 311 card. Come on, this card is such a banger, man. Jiri Prochazka versus Jamal the Whiny Man Hill is such a banger. And it's not even the main event. Bro, it's not even the co-main event. And this fight is such a good fight, man. And it's almost 50-50 as it gets. The betting odds are saying it. I'm saying it is. But I think I can pick who's more likely going to win. I'm going to break down this fight and see who's most likely to win this fight. You know, the styles of this fight makes this fight so interesting because the way Yuri fights is he pressures you forward with pressure, and since his hands are so low, it's so hard to see where the shots are coming. His goal is to push you against the fence and overwhelm you with volume and power and awkward shots. And that style clashing with Jamal's style, which is really similar, but with slightly better boxing and slightly better fundamentals. Because Jamal does the same thing. He doesn't back up. He pushes you back, and then he throws wild shots and takes them. Jamal Hill is the guy who never backs up. Same thing as Yuri. Just Jamal, I think he uses boxing a lot better than you. He's more traditional, but he's wild as well. So this fight is really interesting. The real question is who's going to win this fight is who's going to be able to push the other person back. And I think I have an idea who's more likely going to do that. The easiest way to analyze this is pick an opponent both of them fought before, which is none other than their dad, Alex Pereira. Like, there's no other person they both fought, unless I'm not thinking properly. Alex Pereira fought both of them, and Yuri had more success pushing Alex back. Like, that's objectively. Like, he was able to push Alex against the fence many times against the two fights. And Jamal was pressing Alex back, yes, at most of the fight. But the idea is Yuri was able to enforce the pressure more than Jamal Hill. So whoever's going to control the pace really does win this fight. And I think Yuri does push people against the fence a lot better than Jamal, just because you don't know what's coming. And the easiest thing is backing up, and the more distance you have, the easier you can see the shots coming. There is a piece of caveat on top, though. I've never seen Jamal Hill really back up from a fight. A good example of this is when he fought Thiago Sanchez, right? And Thiago's laying clean shots on Jamal. Really clean shots. Jamal didn't take a step back. He just kept walking forward. He didn't care. He still fought wildly, like still swinged for the fence and trying to land on Thiago. And yeah, and clean shots. Keep this on. Really clean shots. And Jamal didn't take a step back. He was just walking forward, and then he broke Thiago apart. Like that's why I don't know if Jamal Hill is going to take a step back when he fights Yuri. So that's a hard thing to get. And Jamal does have better boxing than Yuri. He has pretty decent kicks. When he fought Glover, he had some pretty good high kicks on Glover. He was breaking Glover apart like a forearm beatdown against Glover. And overall, I think if this becomes more of a kickboxing match where it comes back and forth, like it goes to the ref's decision, I would have to favor Jamal Hill in that. But if it goes to knockout, I would favor Yuri. So this is a hard fight to predict, man. It's really hard. If I had to pick a person, I'd have to pick Yuri, just because these two both are dire fighters. So like they die by the swords. They swing for the fence and they look for the finish. And if I had to pick someone in a fire fight inside the pocket, I would have to pick Yuri, just because I feel like he's more willing to throw shots, unlike Jamal Hill. I'm not saying Jamal isn't willing to throw, but I don't think that grappling is going to be a big part in this fight. They both have decent grappling. I see a few clinches, but it's mostly going to be a standing fight. And who's going to take a center? And I would have to favor Yuri, just because Yuri's more willing. Like, he's willing to fight with his hands down. So I kind of have to favor Yuri. But it's a close fight, really close. If I had to pick a percentage, 45 Jamal, 55 Yuri. Close fight, but it really depends who lands the first major shots and rock the next person. I'd have to favor Yuri because the shots are coming out of nowhere, spinning elbows, and I think the easiest thing you have to look at is the fight with Yuri and Dominic Reyes. I think that's the fight you have to watch if you want to somewhat guess how Yuri is going to fight. Other than that, like, subscribe, comment down below what you want me to talk about next, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't worry, I'm back. I'm back. Bye-bye.